Backfires. Intercepted. And it's Byard. Who else? Inside the 40.
I said in my first video on this channel that the Carolina Panthers cannot start Sam Darnold. But another thing they really shouldn't do is trade for Baker Mayfield. Now, I'm not saying Baker Mayfield is a bad quarterback. On a team that is rich with talent, Baker, you can win a fair amount of games with Baker Mayfield. But you know who else you can say that about? Kirk Cousins. And I don't think any fan of the Carolina Panthers will be hampering the trade for Kirk Cousins because we know what Kirk Cousins is. Now, yeah, Baker Mayfield may end up having a better career than Kirk Cousins, but so far in his career, he looks a lot like Kirk Cousins to me. Questionable arm strength, not a really great athlete, but when he's surrounded by talent, he can win you games. And that's not really, his fault. I think he's maximized just about the talent that he has. He's just not all that gifted of a quarterback. And that's not the quarterback I would want leading my team unless we just had talent everywhere. Like we had number one receivers on the team. We had a great tight end. We had a great offensive line. We had a good defense. Then sure, maybe you get Baker Mayfield and see if you can have a season like the 49ers had a couple years ago where they made the playoffs with a quarterback who really wasn't the driving force behind them making it to the Super Bowl. But we don't have that kind of talent. So he's not the kind of quarterback I want on the team because with the talent we have, he's not going to take us very far. If the Carolina Panthers were to start Matt Corral, which the reports coming out of OTAs for Matt Corral haven't been great, but if they start Matt Corral, I think we win 4, maybe 5 games. If we trade for Baker Mayfield, we win maybe 6, maybe 7 games. It's a 2-game difference. I don't think it's worth what we would have to trade for Baker Mayfield. Not then again what we had to pay Baker Mayfield if we get him. Now, hopefully, if we got him, it'd only be a 1-year deal. But the trade assets we had to give away to get Baker Mayfield, I don't think are worth it to only win a few more games. Ride it out with Matt Corral. Matt Corral sucks. Fine, he sucks. We draft a new quarterback next year, or we see what's in the free agent market next year. But Baker Mayfield is not the answer for this team. He just doesn't have the kind of talent and ability to lift the team and organization and make the players around him better. If the players around him are already great, then sure, Baker Mayfield can do great things for you. But if the team around him isn't great, he's not going to make them better than what they are. And we need a quarterback who can do that, or we need to wait until we have the talent around on the whole team where an average quarterback can do well. And we don't have that yet. Our offensive line could be a lot better this year, but we'd be relying on a rookie left tackle. There's no guarantee it's going to turn out well. Now, I think Akunwa is going to be great. I hope very much that he's going to be great because I'm a fan of the team. But that's no guarantee. We can't bank on that yet. So bringing in Baker Mayfield just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And there are so many other things we could do with those trade assets besides shipping them to Cleveland for Baker Mayfield. It wouldn't be the move that I would make if I were in the team. But again, like I've said before, I don't run the team. So if that's the decision they make, we'll just have to live with it. But I think the Kirk Cousins to Baker Mayfield comparison is pretty good. And again, nobody will be clamoring to trade for Kirk Cousins. But what does this say about Matt Corral, what they've seen from him in OTAs that I guess they haven't seen enough talent or ability yet from him to where they think they can ride the season out with just him? And I don't want to really come down too hard on Matt Corral. He's a rookie and he was a 3rd round pick at quarterback. You shouldn't really expect much from a quarterback who was taken in the 3rd round. I guess that would be unreasonable. But I at least was hoping that Matt Corral would show enough talent, would show enough flashes and ability to where the Carolina Panthers will start him and we get to see what we got in him before we come to the next offseason where the QB draft class coming out next year is going to be a lot better than what we had this past draft. So start Matt Corral, play him. If he sucks, he sucks. If he's good and you think you have something on him, great. But if he sucks and the team's bad, we go into the next draft with another high pick and we can get our quarterback of the future then, or what we would hope to be our quarterback of the future then. That's what I think the Carolina Panthers should do. But do not trade for a maybe average quarterback who's not going to lift the ceiling of your team. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go hit that thumbs up. Or if you disagree with anything I said, go hit me up in the comments. I respond to almost everything. I'm a huge Panthers fan as well as a huge Lakers fan, so that is what the bulk of my videos will be about. If you are a fan of either franchise, please consider going to hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one.